hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Good day, good day, good day, good day, wherever you are on the planet. Welcome to the one and only Lunar Lounge Podcast. It's me, Israel Josie. Thank you for joining me. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am live on, I'm not on Facebook today. But I am live on Instagram and I am live on YouTube. So, and this, of course, podcast, most of you actually listen to the recording. Thanks a lot. Shout outs to every single one of you who download. It's getting more and more downloads every week. So I'm very appreciative of that. If you're joining this show for the first time, it's a show which aims to, educate, enlighten, inform about the energies of the cosmos and how it's having its effects down here on Earth with us human beings. Yeah. Round of applause out to the human beings. We're doing a very good job. Of course we are, aren't we? Shout out to people who have logged in. Mary from Canada is in the building. Yanifa, you're here too. Aries in the building. Pretty, how are you doing? Great to have you here on board. The Arts of Astrology is also in the building. Hello, how are you doing? Good afternoon to you, Pretty. Hope you are well. How's everything going? Hope you're not being disrupted by the energies of the current times. Yeah, I know. War, right? Well, we'll be looking at the astrology of today, of course, and of the rest of the month. Let's see what the planets are saying. Are things heating up or are they cooling down? Yeah, bear with me because I'll be keeping you updated. Later on in the show, of course, we're going to have the tarot card of the week. So be sure to stay in tune for that. Competition time, of course. We're going to be seeing, do we have a winner? And I'm presenting another question. Another chance for you to be winning £30. Not much, but it can buy you a drink. You know how it goes. Listen, welcome to the Lunar Lounge. What is the weather like where you are? I'm looking at London right now, and it's there's a few clouds, but it's brightening up. It is brightening up. So it is what it is. It is getting better. But yeah, let me know what the weather's like wherever you are. Some of you are in a nice, warm, sunny Dubai. Speaking of Dubai, what's the update? you're getting all these conflicting kind of information, aren't you? What is in the news? I will be looking at some of the news headlines and just be seeing here. A lot of people still think I'm in Dubai. Still getting a lot of texts from people say, "Are you still in Dubai? Are you okay? Are you still in Dubai? Are you okay?" Yes, I am not in Dubai, and I am okay. But I still wish I was in Dubai. Yeah, I know. I know what you're thinking, right? You're thinking he's having a laugh. Surely he's not. Doesn't think yeah, I wish I was. It is what it is. Let's go to what's the major news? What's happening? Usual suspects, right? Oh, this is London. Weather warnings for strong winds issued for parts of UK. Huh. Speaking about the weather, yeah, we've got weather warnings. Yeah, strong winds issued for parts in the UK. Well. I'll be damned. What is this? Iranian footballer changes her mind on asylum in Australia. Well, okay. I see what's happening here. What else have we got here? HMS Dragon leaves Portsmouth Harbour for the Eastern Mediterranean. I take it this is to do with the war, right? Sainsbury's just made online shopping more expensive for many customers. Well, people, hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hope you do remember, I've been telling you for the last couple of weeks, Jupiter is going direct. He's actually stationed right now. Well, we'll be looking at the astrology at the moment. So I'll be bringing up the chart so you'll be able to see it for yourself, that I'm not lying. Don't lie on this show, Always tell the truth. However, Jupiter going direct is going to make things go up. It's going to make prices go up. It will flourish in certain areas and may not flourish in others. Some prices will go up, some will stay the same, some may go down. Yeah, this is what war does, doesn't it? Let's watch this space. What else is in the news? Is Trump trying to end the war because he's over a barrel? Really? End the war? Are you sure? What else have I got here in terms of news? What else is on the anything here? Woman charged with attempted murder after shooting at Rihanna's home. What the hell is going on? Rihanna hasn't hurt nobody. Who the heck is shooting at Rihanna? Shout out to Yvette. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Podcast. Marie, I said I was going to say Marie there. It's Mary. We're currently having an ice storm here. For those of you who don't know where here is, she's talking about Canada. Yeah, an ice storm. I mean, it does get quite cold though in Canada, though, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Shout out to Angela. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Show. Great to have you here. We got rising. Oh, what's that? No, what it looks like rising, but it's not. It's ringsing. Is it ringsing? And you guys with your names behind. Is it rising or ringsing? 2753. Guys, come with your unusual kind of names with letters at the end, like Angela Jules 1239. That sounds like a prison number, doesn't it? Or a lottery number. Yeah, woman charged with attempted murder after shooting at Rihanna's home. 35-year-old woman has been accused of firing a semi-automatic rifle at Rihanna's Los Angeles mansion on Sunday. I bet you it's a jealous fan or something. It's got to be, isn't it? Israel launches new strikes at Iran and Lebanon as US says it hit 16 Iranian ships. How many ships have they got? 16. It's quite a lot. I mean, these ships are not small, are they? They're big ships. Uber rolls out women-only option in the US. So I take it you mean only women can enter, only women could be passengers. Is that because of the safety of women? I take it they're allocating women drivers for women passengers. I would assume, but I could be wrong. But yeah. Has Hollywood golden boy Timothy Chalamet lost his shine? Why? What's happened? I picked him as one of the winners of the Oscars. Yeah, people, just thought I'd inform you, I have been selected to look at the astrology of the winners of the Oscars for 2026. Yeah, did it. Had to hand it all in last week, week before, something like that. Yeah, and he was one of the top contenders. Timothy Chalamet. Don't know if I ever pronouncing his name correctly, but you know, French names, you never know. 2 men charged with terror offenses after throwing homemade bomb. Where is this? 2 men have been charged with terror offenses after they attempted to detonate 2 explosives outside of Gracie Mansions, where New York City Mayor Zoran lives, during a protest. What the heck is going on, people? Things are flaring up, aren't they? They're flaring up, they're flaring up. But let's watch this space. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's safe. Shout out to Faye. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. We'll be bringing up the chart of the moment, looking at the astrology, looking at, you know, what are the planets saying, where they're at. Keep your questions coming. At the moment, I'm just faffing on. Let me know if you're in a nice, warm place. Let us know. Give us an update in terms of where you are and what's the weather like. Give us some update. You know, Mary, you know, they're having, so tell me something, Mary. Are you guys snowed in? Are you barricaded in? Are they warning people to stay at home? What is it like? Are people, because sometimes with these ice or snowstorms, but you said you're having an ice storm. Okay, yeah, ice comes after the snow's melted. So are you guys boxed in? Are you being advised to stay at home? What is the update? Having a drink of water. You know me, Cancer rising. Got to keep the fluids going. So keep your questions coming. I'm going to be bringing up the chart, and we'll be looking at where the planets are, so we can see what the month has in store. What is happening with the world, people? We can do better. I'm not claiming to be an angel. I'm not claiming to be but we can do better. Surely we can do better. This is absolutely crazy. The world has gone absolutely mad. But we're at those times, isn't it? You see, I subscribe to the idea is you cannot have a mountain without a valley, and you cannot have a valley without a mountain. Meaning you cannot have ups without downs, good without evil, night without day, hot without cold, male without female, left without right. You know, it's the polarity, right, of life, you know. And sometimes the scales, speaking as a Libra, sometimes the scale does tip more to one than the other. I feel as human beings, we are creatures of habit. We are creatures that like to focus on the negative. And I feel the negative is something that is a fuel. It's necessary because we always need an opposite. We always need an opposition. We always need an adversary, because that is what actually mirrors back at us, that allows us to become conscious of who we are and what we may be doing, and perhaps maybe the best way to go about it. So at times, as brutal as it may sound, wars, things of destruction are necessary. And at some point in all of our lives, regardless of what kind of, that doesn't mean that in all of our lives, we are hit with something that we could say is destructive or not so nice, not so pleasant, painful experiences. We all encounter that, whether it's from losing our job to losing great amounts of money, maybe to losing a loved one, maybe somebody very close to us who passes, or it could be a number of things, right? The pain comes to us in so many different ways, shapes, and forms. And I feel we need to experience that in order to be able to, number one, appreciate the opposite, the quote unquote good stuff, the pleasant stuff, the happy stuff. And it also allows us to grow. It allows us to do better. It allows us to, at the time we may not be seeing that, well, what we're doing actually is a mistake, or the road that we're going down is a road to self-destruction. But the road to self-destruction is where we also realize or recognize the road to self-realization. So we need that. And I feel the world is at a particular time, a very pivotal time, a huge turning point, where a lot of the things that we are witnessing right now is a catalyst for us to, quote unquote, wake up, grow, acknowledge, embrace, heal, for us to be able to move forward. Looks like the world could be on the verge of World War III. I'm sure, listen, I mean, who's counting? I mean, what classifies as a world war anyway? I think that can be a bit debatable, can't it? But okay, they said there's been World War I and World War II. Okay, there's been many wars that were fought well before that, and there's wars that have been fought in between those quote unquote world wars, and the world is at war right now. A lot of it is. So war is a part of life. Whether you want to say it's fortunate or unfortunate, it's a part of life. There's always going to be, no matter how big, whether it's within people within a community, people within a town, a city, a country, tribes, different regions, different countries, different continents, people have always fought and will fight. It's the nature of humans, right? So if you're ever thinking that, why can't the world just be at this utopian peace, world peace? No, there's always going to be something. Yeah, okay, there can be a debate or an argument that it can be lessened, but these are things which we are always going to experience on some level. It's never, I repeat, never going to end. It's a part of the human psyche. Yeah? Consciously or unconsciously, we find ourselves in these particular regions. So it is what it is. Shay66 is in the building. How are you doing? Aquarian, Dudu. I love that name, Aquarian. Aquarian, Dudu, what a name. Darren, my man, Baron Sandy. Le Baron is in the building. How are you doing, Darren? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. I saw you've left a voice note on my, don't worry, I'm gonna hit you back. Mary says it's snow plus freezing rain. So everything turns to ice quickly. And yes, we're snowed in with possibility power outages. Schools are closed today too. Well, the children must be loving that. The children must be loving that. Now, I don't know for what reason, but my camera is going a bit blurry. Is it blurry on your side? What's happening here? Yeah, it's blurry here. What's happening with my camera? Stop that. Yeah, my camera's blurry. I don't know what that is. That could be a network thing. Yeah, Mercury is still at work. Make no mistake about it. Mercury retrograde is still working. Hey, I'm clear now. That's where, there we go. I don't know what's happened there. Anywho, let's go. Yvette says, yeah, it is actually. It's gone back now, so you guys should be seeing me nice and clear. Shay66, doing well, sir. Shout outs to the host of the Lunar Lounge show. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate. Keep your questions coming. Let's go and have a look at the astrology of the moment. Let me share my screen, as I always do. Fiddle around with my bits and bobs, of course. And voila, here we go. We got the moon in Sagittarius, people. We got a Sagittarius moon. Okay. I'm loving it. Mutable energy. So lots of information. We're going to be speeded up. We're going to be full of movement. We're going to be multitasking. Yeah, it's going to be a bit volatile. Moon in Sagittarius gets like that. Anyhow, what are the planets saying? What is it looking like? What can we see? Is there a ray of hope? There's always hope. Always remember that, people. There is always hope. There is no dead end. Even when you may be at a time where you feel that you are at a dead end, there is no dead end. Life continues. There is always a way. Now, what do we got? Mars, Mercury, retrograde still at the moment, and Sun in Pisces. So we still got a fair bit of Pisces energy. And then we've got Neptune, of course, Saturn, and Venus, and Chiron in Aries. So, to be honest, it's still Aries, Pisces, you know. It's the, so, and this is why I feel that we're in a huge pivotal moment, huge transition. And especially with the movements of Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries, because Aries is the first zodiac sign. And like I said, the world is sort of like a reset button is being pressed, right? So we're at a stage of a new beginning. If something begins in life, always remember, wherever there's a new beginning, there's going to be an ending of something, right? And it's usually when we're talking about this, especially when we're talking about the big planets, Saturn, Neptune, these are big boys here, right? So when they're at work, they're really telling us something that, yep, the world is at a place where we're about to enter a new paradigm, a new shift, a new dimension, a new consciousness, a new level way of thinking. That's what it's about. However, we still have these planets, although they're planets that are moving more faster, Mars, Mercury retrograde, and I feel that's symbolic within itself. The fact that Mercury is retrograde, Mercury is telling us, you see, the retrogrades, especially of Mercury, remember, Mercury is perhaps, listen, all the planets are important, all the planets are, but Mercury plays an extremely vital, because we're talking about the planet of communication, telecommunication, travel, movement, all forms of communication. No Mercury, this life, this planet as we know it, doesn't exist, right? So Mercury going retrograde in the sign, the last zodiac sign of Pisces, going retrograde is really telling us here that there is some, before we initiate that new beginning of Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries, there is some stuff which we need to release, let go of, go over, and reanalyze and research. We've got to go back over that. So I feel when Mercury, I mean, the sun is going to be moving into Aries in what, 9 days time? Mercury will go direct in about 9-10 days time. Mars at some point, I feel that's when we're getting the real Martian energy, the real Aries energy, the real beginning. So, and this is why we're kind of in a phase worldwide. I'm talking here. We're in a phase where the world as a whole, collectively, not necessarily on an individual level, but it's affecting us collectively, where aspects of our consciousness, of our being, of our thinking is coming to an end. We've got to end it. We've got to finish it. We've got to let go. We've got to forgive. We've got to release. And we've got to end that. And then so that we can initiate this new direction where the world is going in. So there's a lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of miscommunication. And, and we're in a state of flux at the moment. We're sort of like halfway in, halfway out kind of thing. And we're sort of like in between worlds. And a lot of what we're seeing here, again, even with the wars and stuff like that, it's like something needs to be cleared. Now, we can question the way we're going about it, that's for sure. But this is what the energy essentially is about. What else is going on in the chart after that long rant? Do we have anything else coming up? Well, Mercury's still trining Jupiter. So, okay, kudos there, but it's separating because Mercury's going backwards. And Mars is making his way so that he's going to be trining Jupiter. Lots of energy there. I was speaking about that last week, so we'll have a look at that. But are there any other aspects? Well, Venus is pulling away from Saturn. So we don't need to be more, we don't need to, I said more, we don't need to be, the money management and the anxiety around finances can start to ease off right about now. Mars is moving towards to make a trine to Jupiter, but not as yet. What else are we having here? Well, we've got Saturn sextiling Pluto. Now that could be very, very, very productive and very, very resourceful. We got Saturn, the planet of structure. He's leaving Neptune and going towards Pluto, right? Now Pluto can transform, transmute. Pluto can bring resources. So Saturn Pluto can be an energy which allows us to be relentless, to be determined, and also it's probably fair to say Saturn Pluto can also be an aspect which allows us to become more resourceful. Whether that's in our, it can be extremely productive. So that's a really nice one, and that's going to be going on for quite some time, because of course they're moving quite well. Saturn's actually moving faster at the moment. He is picking up speed because the sun's moving next to him, but nevertheless, it'll be there for at least a good couple of weeks. So great to be resourceful. Great time for being resourceful right about now with Saturn Pluto. Great time to get real structural. What are we having tomorrow? Anything there? Day after tomorrow? Is there anything out there? What else? 14th of March. Anything? 15th of March. Anything? 16th of March. Mars starts that trine towards Jupiter, starting from the 15th, 16th of March. Huge amounts of energy. Yeah, for any of you got projects on the back burner, things that you've left half done, things that you need to complete. Mars, Jupiter can be huge amounts of energy. Time to be brave, time to be courageous. Don't fear nothing, go in. That is what that is about. Mars, Jupiter. That a lot of energy there, especially for you Aries and Scorpios, or those of you who are Aries rising and Scorpio rising. This could be extremely good for you. So yeah. Is that Amy? Shout out to Amy. Welcome to the show. We got is it only Anish? Some of the names you guys come up with. Malida. Is it Malida? Is it Melida? Melida Marie. We got Travel with Sabi also in the building. Travel with Sabi. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Banji has also joined the show. How you doing, my brother? Hope you are well. Like a dark moon phase. What do you mean by that? That is Amy, isn't it? Like a dark moon phase. My moon. Faye said my moon. Oh, meaning, yeah, moon is Sagittarius. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. But what did you mean by that? Like a dark moon? Is that Amy? That is Amy, isn't it? Can you elaborate on what you meant by dark moon phase? Oh, you mean that the moon is moving into a dark moon phase? Is that what you're referring to? I don't know. You've lost me, man. Anywho, back to the chart. What are we having? This is the 16th. So Mars starts to get, well, it's interesting because Mars starts to trine Jupiter and Venus starts to square Jupiter. This is going to be on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. Oh, there we go. So there we have it. So on the 18th of March, we're going to have Venus square Jupiter. Venus square Jupiter. Watch how you're spending your money, people. This can result to overindulgence, overspending, overpartying. What day does this land on? This is next week, Wednesday, while you're listening to the Lunar Lounge. Many of you next week are going to be listening to the Lunar Lounge and doing online shopping at the same time. Well, for those of you who can party midweek, I suggest you'll be partying, but do be mindful because Venus square Jupiter can produce overindulgence. Too much drinking, too much party, too much sex, too much alcohol, too much of you know what they say. Too much of anything can be, yeah. So do watch out for that. Venus, Jupiter. But yeah, it can be a great time to indulge. It can be a great time to have a bit of fun, to be very pleasure seeking. So I'm sure we'll be seeing lots of that with Venus square Jupiter. What else are we going to have? So this is on the 18th. Mars also is coming to trine Jupiter. The trine is becoming stronger, 3 degrees between them. So that's going to be on the cards. And then on the 19th, it is on the 19th. On the 19th, we're going to have a new moon, people. This is going to mark, essentially, it's going to mark the end of Ramadan. Yeah, it's going to be on the 19th. It's going to be early hours on the 19th. So that's for us in the more, well, from UK moving eastwards. Yeah, it will be on the 19th. For those of you in America, places like America, whether you're East Coast or West Coast, it will be on the 18th, where we're going to have a new moon in the sign of Pisces. So I think that's quite significant as well. A new moon in Pisces, the beginning of the end. That's what that marks. Because Pisces is the last zodiac sign. A new moon represents something new. So we're getting the beginning of the end here. That is what this is to do with. So this is going to start telling us about the situations which are going on in the world also as well. So it's on the verge of coming to an end, but it's at the beginning of the end. Still a fair way to go, I guess. And literally within about 2 days after that new moon in Pisces, the sun is going to move into Aries. So things could flare up in and around this time. Although when the sun moves into Aries, it's going to be conjunct Saturn. Well, we'll talk about that, won't we? Of course we will. So new moon in Pisces, time to start new things, plant new seeds. It's going to be at 28 degrees. For those of you a bit more advanced with your astrology, you know, look at the house where Pisces is in your chart, because that's going to be the area where you're planting new seeds, right? So then what? The Mars is going to be continuing his trine to Jupiter. Literally a day after the 19th, so on the 20th, sorry, on the, it might even be on the 19th. Oh no, it's going to be the 20th, surely. Let's have a look. Let's double check here. Well, I'll be damned. Oh, hold on. What is happening here? Oh, it's going to be on the 20th. On the 20th. On the 20th, Sun will move into Aries. This is going to mark the spring equinox, where we have, for us in the northern hemisphere, well, and the southern, I guess, as well, equal day, equal night. 12 hours day, 12 hours night. That's going to be the spring equinox on the 20th of March. The sun ingresses into the sign of Aries, where the sun is exalted. Now, the thing is this is on a Friday. 20th March lands on a Friday. Guess what? As the sun moves into Aries, it's going to be conjunct Neptune. Now, you know what's coming up next, don't you? Of course you do. Yeah? You know what's coming up. Stay away from the alcohol. Stay away from the alcohol. I know a lot of you do not want to hear that. Breaking news. Sun moves into Aries and conjuncts Neptune. Stay away from the alcohol. And it's landing on a Friday of all days. The days when you like to get a bit of bubbly. Amy's saying between ending and new beginnings. Yeah, the world's a stage right now. The world's a state, sorry, right now, is what Amy says. You're absolutely right. It's both. The world is a stage and a state. Tell me about it. Francesca Oddy is in the building. We've got Subhit. Is it Subhit? Maria in the building. Past life husbands. What a name. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Where are you guys getting these names from? Oh my God. Yeah, the world is a stage and a state. Francesca Oddy says stage. Yeah, it's both. It's in a state and it's a stage. It's both, mate. But the world is a stage. It is. Currently, right now, it's a real big show going on, isn't it? Between the war and Epstein's files. If I see another post about Epstein's files, I'm going to lose it. I cannot, I mean, how many? Please, stop it. We know who's on the list. So what? I don't know what they're Epstein's files and Epstein's files. And when are they going to release the Epstein's files? Oh, yeah, it's another Epstein's files. Well, whether he's alive or whether he's dead, all these conspiracies, it's crazy. Shout out to Florence. How you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. All these conspiracies. I'm tired, man. How many? How? What? It's like, oh God, you see, and this is the problem with social media. You know when this happened, don't you, right? So when Mr. Neptune went through Aquarius. Yeah. Everybody remember that? Neptune going through Aquarius. The birth of, Big Brother. Everybody's a celebrity. Social media going mad. So everybody's got like that. Everybody's platform now is like the one. We don't know who to believe. There's about 100 different takes on this, and they all claim to be right. I tell you, what is the world coming to? Francesca only says cannibalism. Cannibalism. Enlighten me, Francesca. Nomadic yearn. I mean, some of these aliases and these names that you guys come in with. Listen, man, it is what it is. Florence is saying, hey, Francesca. Yeah, Francesca's here. But guess what, Florence? You are watching me on YouTube, and Francesca is watching this on Instagram. So she can't see your comment. Shout out to Trisha. How you doing? Greetings to you. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Let's get back to this chart. What else is happening? Well, as the sun ingresses into Aries on the 20th of March, look at who's going stationary. Mr. Mercury. Stationary, going direct. Well, we know that Jupiter's going direct today. Oh, he's stationary. He's still stationary. I say he's coming out tomorrow. I say the 12th, 13th, before he really starts, He's more of a slower moving planet anyway. But Jupiter's going direct. That can be beneficial in some kind of ways. However, Jupiter going direct will raise the prices, especially with this war going on. You've seen people, petrol prices are already going through the roof, aren't they? Of course they are. Well, Mercury is going to be going stationary on the spring equinox. Okay. So let's watch this space. What else is going to be happening? So like I said, Sun ingresses into Aries. He's going to be walking right into Neptune. Well, that's going to make things blurry. So if you're feeling perplexed, confused, lack of direction, and you want to go and have a drink, because this is the 20th of March lands on a Friday, when many of you want to go out, do be mindful. Things may not be what you think they are. There's going to be a lot of confusion. Sensitivity is going to be, that now this is a recipe, Sun Neptune. It is a recipe, and it's a great time for healing. We want to be healing right about now, or do we not? Of course we do. Hola Ben, how you doing? Good afternoon. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So it's a great time for healing. Sun, Neptune, but I suspect there's going to be quite a lot of confusion as well. So do watch out for that. Stay away from the alcohol. I repeat, stay away from the alcohol. This is going to be next weekend, not this weekend coming, the following weekend. No alcohol for you. And this is also going to be the day when people of the Islamic faith will be celebrating Ramadan, the end of Ramadan, Eid Mubarak. Yes, this is it. So they're going to be coming out of their fasting month, and people are going to want to enjoy. Watch this space. But we've got a lot of planets in Aries. So we've got an Aries moment here. Now, this is where it gets techie. We're going to have Sun, we've got Neptune, we've got Saturn, we've got Venus, and we've got Moon. And we've got Chiron. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 planets in Aries. Now, initially, that spells, or that says, go, go, go. However, the planet which rules Aries, which is Mars, is in Pisces. You know what that means, don't you? We don't know whether we're coming or where we're going. Technically speaking, that's what that's about. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You think you're going forward, but something's telling you, listen, don't forget this. You're going to have 5, 6 planets in Aries, and then the ruler, the dispositor, Mars, is in Pisces. So you're not going as forward as you think you may be. Shout out to Lissy Bloom Astrology. How are you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Francesca says, my nephew incoming. My nephew incoming? What are you talking about? Mercury's already in Pisces and is retrograde. People have to learn to communicate clearly. Yeah, well, it is what it is, right? Francesca. Oh, hi, Izzy. Oh, hi, Lizzie. Oh, listen, I thought she said Izzy. See, Mercury's getting me. Francesca says, about to be born. Oh, really? With Mars in Pisces, I get you. Now it's clear. Your nephew is incoming. A soul, a new soul is about to be born. Oh, well, I am sure everything is going to go well. His aunt being a great astrologer. Shout out to Francesca. Give her a follow for those of you on Instagram. And if you're not on Instagram, get on Instagram and look her up. Francesca Oddi. Great stuff. Now, let's get back to this chart. And let's see what the incoming nephew's chart may be looking like. But all these planets in Aries here, it's really good. But Mars in Pisces. So again, we're kind of, it's like we're wanting to go. We're wanting to go forward, but something's saying, hey, there might be something you need to let go of. We might be carrying a little bit of baggage. And Mercury is stationed to go direct on that day. So what happens? 21st. What do we get on the 21st? Then the sun's gonna, so 21st, 22nd, 20th, 21st, Sun, Neptune, and then by the 22nd, it's going to be Sun, Saturn. Well, what can I say? Sun, Saturn. By the way, I notice here that the sun is going to be at 1 degree of Aries and Venus is at 20 degrees, which means Venus, I've told you a few weeks ago, she's now an evening star. Not only that, Venus is going to start to be visible in the evening. Yep, we'll be able to see Venus in the evening. What does this mean? Well, it means we might be moving more towards a little bit of peace. It's still going to be in Aries. I think, yeah, there's still going to be, it's still going to be flaring up a little bit. But around the 22nd, it should be dying down. Why? Because we've got Sun, Saturn. So Saturn should put a lid on it. Not only that, but Mars is also in Pisces also as well. But of course, I'm not saying the war is going to be completely over around this time, but I feel they should be putting a lid on it around about this time. Venus is also becoming more visible. So I'm liking that, especially as an evening star. What else? Mars on the 21st. On the 21st, 22nd of March, Mars is going to be exactly trine Jupiter. Lots of energy. Oh my God. You're going to have so much energy, it's unreal. We're all going to be in the gym. Yeah? We're all going to be pumping weights and we're going to be in the gym. Yeah, of course. Why not? It's huge amounts of energy. This is where you really want to be taking a risk. Yeah, I'm all for that one. Mars trine Jupiter, that is a winning aspect.
I got to get rid of them. I got to win against them.
That's right. Even Donald Trump knows it's a winning aspect. It is a winning aspect, that one. Mars trine Jupiter. I'm telling you, that's good for if you've got any projects, any endeavors which you're looking to. Yeah, you really want to be getting in on that one. That's going to be cool. Lissy Bloom Astrology. Hi, you're talking to Fran. Hi, Fran. Hi, Israel. What is Mercury in retro sloshing about in water is going on here? Yeah, Lissy, I was asking the same question. New baby's coming. Cute. Yes, it is. Francesca Oddy says Aries Pisces hybrid. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a hybrid. Shout out to Tiffany, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. What degree is Mars trine Jupiter? Are you not looking at your screens? 15 degrees, my dear, is where it's happening. Mars will be at 15 degrees of Pisces, and of course, Jupiter at 15 degrees of Cancer. I feel it's really good because there's a reception there, right? Because Mars is in Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. So that's absolutely great. I think that's really fun. I think we can really I'm looking forward to this date. Personally, I'm looking forward to the 21st, 22nd, 20th, actually. I'm looking from the spring equinox to Mars trining Jupiter. Okay, Sun Neptune's good. I like it. I quite like the Sun Neptune. I don't drink anyway, so it's all right. Okay, Sun Saturn. All right. But I can cope. Sun Saturn is a great time to get organized. Are there any mutable signs here? Are you a little bit messy? Well, you might find yourself tidying yourself up round about the 21st, 22nd of March, because we're going to have Sun Saturn. It's all about organize. It's all about structure. It's all about taking more responsibilities. And we're probably going to be hearing things to do with government being in difficult positions or restrictive places. Sun conjunct Saturn. This is going to be on the 21st, 22nd of March. Do watch out for this. What else are we having? Also on the 22nd, the moon is going to be in Taurus. We're going to be having an exalted moon. So I do like this. I like this 22nd. I feel that is a date that should go in the diary to do something productive, people. Yeah? Francesca, would your nephew be coming around that date? Francesca, this could be his chart. Ace of Diamonds, like my dad. Taurus moon, like me, and his dad. Please help. Too mutable, says Francesca. Yeah, you're all over the place. What is it with you mutable signs? Can't get a break. So restless. What is happening here? Yeah, but we love the mutables, don't we? Of course we do. We love the mutables. So back again to this chart. What else are we having here? So I'm liking this. I'm liking this. 22nd. 23rd, anything? Well, Mars will still be trining Jupiter, but it will be a separating aspect, but we'll still take it. that sun is getting closer to Saturn. More structure. More structure. On the 24th of March, we're going to have Sun, Saturn within a degree of each other. And voila! On the 24th, 25th of March, we're going to have the exact Sun-Saturn conjunction. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, make sure you're organized. Make sure you're getting your stuff in order with that one. And not only that, we're going to be having, so there we're going to be having also Saturn sextiling, still sextiling, he's sextiling Pluto right now, and he's still sextiling. So we've got a Saturn-Pluto thing going on here. That's very, very resourceful. That's extremely very resourceful. It's a resourceful energy that we can tap into with that one, especially you Leos or Leo rising, because that's your ruling planet, right? And perhaps maybe Scorpios to some degree as well, or even Scorpio rising. You can also tap into that particular kind of energy too. It could be more easily accessible, if you get what I mean. So yeah, do watch this space over the course of that 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th of March. Looks okay. Looks good. 26. What we having? 27, 28. Do we have anything? Oh, well, on the 20. So that's going to be on the 27th. On the 27th, we're going to get the exact sextile of Saturn and Pluto. Yeah, we're going to get a Saturn-Pluto sextile. Rather good. Like I said, very resourceful. Great energy that we can tap into. What else have we got? 28th of March. Am I seeing anything here? Anything enticing? Not really. Sun's pulling away from that conjunction of Saturn. 29th of March. What do we got? Mercury's coming back to make that trine towards Jupiter. That could be good for the trade. For those of you who are trading, I betcha. Stock markets are going to go up towards the end of this month. How much you want to bet? Anybody up for grabs? You got a $5. I'll take it. Yeah. Tiffany says, my natal Venus is at 13 degrees of Pisces and Mars in Pisces at 17. So they will be within the orb of that trine. How do you use Mars returns? Well, you get energetic. You do something physical. You do something competitive. You get motivated. A Mars return will fire you up. A Mars return will get you into action, depending what house Mars is in your chart and what houses it rules. So yeah, Mars returns, they're quite good. Shout out to Fane, all the way from south of France. Bonjour, Fane. How are you doing? In a sunny south of France. I like it. But yeah, Mars return, you get you fired up, man. Do some exercise. Go hit a punching bag. Go to the gym. Go running. Have some sex. Yeah, we all like a little bit of that. Well, of course we do. But Mars rules these things. Whatever you do on a Mars return, for those of you in America, don't. Yeah. Because that's also another thing that can happen on a Mars return. Before you know it, please. Explosion. So yeah, Mars return can be rather good. But a Mars return can also be but utilize it is what you want to do, is just utilize it. Whatever house it's in and whatever house it rules, that's where you're going to find it. Francesca says, like this chart too. Yeah, it's a good chart. It's a good chart. We can work with it. So, 29th of March, what is happening? Sun's pulling away. from that conjunction of Saturn, not necessarily making any other aspects to anybody else. The 31st. On the 31st of March, Venus is going to enter the sign of Taurus. Now that is a day I cannot wait for. I want that. Yes, Venus, go back home. We want Venus back home. We want Venus back home in Taurus. And I will go as far as saying this is the time where things should maybe start piping down a bit in situations with the war that's going on with Israel, Iran, and stuff like that. Maybe they start having some peace talks or something. Things may start calming down because Venus is going to be in her own sign and she's going to be visible. She's visible as an evening star. And that is often a sign of peace. I told you, what was it, last year, year before? Moment she turned into a morning star, boom. I told you, was it a few years ago with Putin invading Ukraine? When Venus turns to that morning star, oh my God, it's war after war after war. Okay, so I would say I'm hoping with this one, that thing. But mind you, in April, which I'm not going to look at now, but in April, Mars will be moving into Aries. And let's just hope things don't flare up when that happens. But around here, we should be getting something calming down around that 31st. Yeah. Anything else? Keep your comments coming. That as far as I'm going to go with the cosmic news for today. But it looks interesting. A little bit of ups and downs. Again, I'm still sensing a lot of Aries, a lot of Pisces energy. When you see, the thing is, it's quite interesting. People talk about opposite signs. And of course, every sign doesn't have an opposite. But opposite signs do have something in common. First and foremost, they'll be cardinal, or they'll be fixed, or they'll be mutable. So they have that in common. But plus, also the elements of opposite signs complement each other. So you get a fire sign and an air sign, or you get a water sign and an earth sign. So there's some kind of complementary. But when zodiac signs, which are right beside each other, now that is chalk and cheese. And here we've got two zodiac signs beside each other. We've got a lot of Pisces energy and we've got a lot of Aries energy going on right now. And then we've got the ruler of Aries, which is Mars, in Pisces. So we've really got a mix of energies here. And I feel this is where a lot of confusion is. I think there's a lot of aggression. There's a lot of, but we're wrapped in this confusion with this Pisces energy stuff. There's a lot of steam, a lot of smoke screens, and we don't know where we're going or what's happening. And like I say, we're at a time, humanity's at a time where, like I said, Saturn, Neptune moving into Aries was a great reset, especially, meeting at Aries at that early degree of Aries as well is really a reset here. We've got Princess Gold in the building. Dotun Shew is also in the building as well. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. So the Saturn Aries really sort of like triggered or announced the reset, right? But then this Pisces energy, and then Mercury going retrograde in Pisces. It's like, hey, you forgot something. So there's something that we need to kind of go over again. So there can be this feeling like I'm taking one step forward. I'd say, no, you're taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Or you're taking 1 step forward or 2 steps back. Which one? Which one do you feel it's like? Well. It's interesting times we're living in, but we've got some good stuff coming up. It's always a mixed bag anyway. You're never going to get completely bad or completely good, or things are always, and again, it's all how we utilize these energies. Always remember that. The energies are there to be utilized. Yes, they can be tricky. Yes, they can be conflicting. Yeah, they can present a bit of a paradox, but it's all about how we utilize these particular energies. And that is what the main thing is. So, you hear the news right here at the Lunar Lounge Podcast. Next week, Wednesday as well, we shall be continuing. So, yeah, it is what it is. I believe my work is done on this chart for today, that is. We'll be returning. Let's get back to voila, the chart. Yes, let's remove and stop sharing. Okay, so keep your comments coming. What time is it now? It's competition time. I was going to say question time. Good. It's competition time, people. Yeah. Every week I ask a question. And the first person who inboxes me the following week on a Wednesday morning, 12 midnight UK time. So you are supposed to adjust your clocks according to where you are. Adjust your clocks. Adjust your times to wherever you're located. You get to be the winner of £30. I ask a question every week. Last week's question, for those of you. Let's put the email address for when I do ask this week's question, where you're going to be sending your answers to. So it is what it is. Going to competition. I'm gonna feel, I don't know, my heart's gonna drop again. Rules are rules. You know me. Rules are rules. Okay. So last week I asked the question, what planet rules wool? Wool. Woolly. Anybody have a woolly jumper here? Suppose if you live in the likes of Dubai, you don't have a woolly jumper, do you? But the likes of Mary in Canada at the moment, where they are suffering, ice storms and snowstorms, yeah, you're going to need a woolly, aren't you? What planet rules wool is what I asked last week. And like I say, I asked the question, and the first person, so I'm going to ask the question today after I've done with this competition, if there is a winner. First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, midnight UK time. It's got to be from midnight UK time. Can't be a minute before, but it could be a minute after. But I suggest try and come on the button because people try to answer on the button. And the question was, what planet rules wool? Wool. Now, this is where my heart breaks. But rules are going to be rules. Amy, you see, I take it you're in the States. Amy answered, oh God. I'm aware that in America they've adjusted their clocks. Their clocks have gone forward. Over here in the UK, our clocks are going to go forward as well. But they're going to go forward I think in the next couple of weeks, maybe towards the end of the month, is when our clocks are going to go forward. And Amy, I know that your intentions were right. She said, I think Saturn rules wool. Christian came in. He said Mars. After that, Surah came in. Surah said the planet that rules wool is Saturn. Then Banji came in. He said, good day, Israel. Hope this email finds you well. What planet rules wool? Venus, he says. And then Laura, what time do you call this? Laura answers, hey, Israel, this is probably sent too late, but wool is associated with Saturn. And then she puts right, question mark. Are you asking me? I asked the question. You asking me? Hope you have a great podcast. Thank you very much. So, Amy, you came in an hour early. Yeah, man. You came in an hour early. And you know what? Even if you would have come in on the hour, you still would have, you got the answer correct. The answer is Saturn, actually. Saturn rules wool. Now, it's quite interesting. You got the right, the answer was correct, but it's the timing. And that's all what it was. But even if you was on the hour, because your thing came in, you sent it at 2 minutes past 11, which you thought it was the midnight over here because your clocks have changed in America. So you thought, it was 12, so midnight. So it would have been 2 minutes past midnight. However, Christian, who came in first with the answer, but his answer was incorrect, was Mars. He came in first. And Surah came in second. And that was 1 minute past. And says Saturn. So, Surah, yeah. Looks like you get it again. You've been on a bit of a roll, Surah. I think this might be your third win, if not the fourth, maybe. I need to double check. But Surah wins it. Yvette goes, can I hear sounds of violins? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It breaks my heart. I know. Oh dear. So the winner this week. And somebody wants to gong. So that is, that's how it goes. Yeah, sounds of violin. I know. Amy went well because when I was like, oh, but even if she was on the hour anyway, she still would have. She would have got. Surah would have beaten you anyway. At that time, well, I mean, I don't know. You could have come in on the 00 hour. So, shout out to Surya. So yeah, congratulations. Well done. £30 will be sent over to you. Do it again for the bank. We got is it Kanwal Zuba? I never know. Some of you've got double names. Shamim's in the building. How are you doing? What's this? Danal. Oh, I never know. I never know if it's one word. Is it two names? Is it Kanwal? Is it Kanwal Zubar? Is it? Do forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. I'm trying my best here. Yeah. Yeah, commiserations to Amy. I know. Anywho, listen. This week's question, people, pay close attention. You can win £30. I ask a question. First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday midnight, right? Wednesday midnight. So I announced the winner the following morning or following afternoon. Midnight UK time. So if you're outside of the UK, do find out what time it is in the UK, right? First person who inboxes me gets to win £30. The email address where you send the answer to is the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. That's where you send the answer to. For those of you listening to the recording, and most of you listen to the recording. So the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. If you're watching me on your screens, it's right there. You see, you can't miss it. That's it right there below my face. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. So I'm going to ask a question, and first person who inboxes me next week will get to win it. You see now what happened? I don't know if you're a she. I'm assuming you're a she. I think I can see a lady's picture there. But she says, you pronounced it correctly. Which part? I pronounced about 3 or 4 different. I pronounce, is it Canwell? Is it Canwell Zubar? Is it the Canwell Zubar? Did I pronounce that correctly? Oh, dear. Francesca Oddy says, so cool. Okay, this week's question. I'm going to give you an easy one here. It should be getting harder and harder. But I'm going to give you an easy one. Okay, people, this week's question is, what is the preferred sign Jupiter likes to be in a nighttime chart? For nighttime. What zodiac sign does Jupiter prefer to be in? What sign is Jupiter strongest in a nighttime chart? First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday midnight. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com is the place to send your answer to, and whoever comes in first gets to get £30 sent to them. What zodiac sign is Jupiter's preference or strength in a nighttime chart? Send it over next week, Wednesday, midnight, and you can be the winner of £30. That's the way it goes, man. Shamim says, where are you? I need a reading with you this year. Where am I? I'm in space. Can't you see the space around me? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can have a reading. The list is long. I've got to make VIP treatment for you, Shamim. But yeah, no, it's not a problem, man. Hit me up, inbox me, DM me. But I get to be very busy these days. Speaking of busy. So you've got that, right? You've got the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. Right. Okay, so that's the competition. What zodiac sign is the preference for Jupiter? Where's Jupiter more stronger in a nighttime chart? Send me the answer next week, and you will get the winner, or you will be the winner of £30. Not much, but it can buy you a drink. Can buy you a little drink. Now, people, I run a number of courses, as you all know, astrology. I've got a tarot card course coming up. Should be starting on the, I'll have all the information definitely by next week. And if there's any early bird discounts, I'm going to be giving a free talk on the tarot, on Saturday, the 28th of March. Saturday, the 28th of March, I'm going to be giving a free introduction to the tarot. Anybody can come. I will have all the links and everything set up. For those of you who follow me on the social media, you're going to see it there. I'm going to advertise it. The link is going to be there. So it's free for anybody who wishes to attend. And I'm going to be telling you a little bit of history about the tarot, how the tarot works, what is it, and that. And then the following week, which is going to be on the 4th of March, that following week, I'm going to be starting a tarot card course. Also, on that day as well, I'm going to be starting a geomancy course. Geomancy, I've been telling you all about it as well. I will also be doing, guess what? A free introduction. I haven't got the date quite right, but I'm going to be giving a free introduction to geomancy for those of you who want to know more about it, how it works. Yeah, that's all about it. I'm going to be showing you how it works. Very fascinating on geomancy, and there's going to be a course on geomancy coming up. Both courses are going to be 12 weeks. They may even extend to 14 weeks. Any of my courses which you sign up to, you get lifetime access. So you get to access them, all the recording, reading material, all that. They're always available to you, so you can access them again. Also, as you know, astrology there's a numerology class coming also soon as well. So I'll be letting you know next week when the next day of the numerology course is also going to be commencing. So I'm going to keep you updated on that. Now, what was I going to say? Astrology. Well, many of you have missed that. I mean, people last year they got a bargain, but that's gone now. However, there's still chance for you to get a discount. I believe there might be even a 30% discount on the astrology course. Now, people, pay close attention to this. Now, this is something I can boast about my astrology course. Not one, not two, not three, not 4, 5 live classes. You can be learning astrology every day. You get as much astrology as you want. There is I repeat, planet Earth that offers 5 classes a week. I repeat, 5 classes a week. Upon signing up, you get access to all, and there are installment payments also as well. I'm also actually introducing another installment payment. You may even have the option of being able to pay monthly. Okay, you can get a certificate at the end of my courses. It's well in depth, well rounded. You're going to be my approach is blending traditional, medieval, and contemporary psychological astrology all in one. So you have access to all of the recordings, all of the reading materials. There's books, there's reading materials, there's quizzes, there's little mock exams if you want to take also as well to brighten up your astrology. Yes, we do chart interpretations, all about the natal chart. I show you how to predict, how to use fixed stars, how to use solar returns, lunar returns, transits, progressions, solar arc, all of that. And that's just level 1. Oh, yeah. That is just level 1. So if you want to know how to interpret a chart, you want to become a professional astrologer yourself, I guide you all the way through it, showing you what you need to do in order to set yourself up where you can become a professional astrologer on your way to become a professional astrologer also yourself. So if you are interested, that is the email address right there, sacredplanets@gmail. If you want the discount, that is sacredplanets@gmail.com. So do be sure to hit me up. If you are interested, if you want to learn, if you want to know how to interpret, how to read what's known as a birth chart, yeah, you want to know how to read a birth chart. Guess what as well? Guess what? Oh my God. You're not going to believe this one. This is a bonus which I'm throwing in here. Yeah. If you sign up, you get a chart reading done, which is worth £300. Yeah. If you sign up to my course, yes, you get to have the opportunity of having a consultation, which is worth £300. Yep. But yeah, you get access to all the classes, lifetime. You can learn at your own pace. But like I said, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 live classes every week. Yep. So you can join wherever, whenever. Live classes, answer. I show you in real time, baby. Only at Sacred Planets. That's where you get that. So hit me up, sacredplanets@gmail.com, sacredplanets@gmail.com. Tell a friend to tell their friend to tell their friend to come and get signed up. A new class is also going to be starting in May, I believe. Yeah, I think in May. Should be May. Yeah, May. A new class, a new astrology class is going to get 5 times a week. Wow. You get astrology upon astrology. I spoil all my students, you know. Yeah. Shout out to Monica. Monica Walters is in the building. We got Camaralis. I can't pronounce that. Camarales. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. Shaman says, okay, we'll do. Hope you get some time. Yeah, tell me about it. I never get time. I'm the most busiest astrologer on planet Earth. It is what it is. So the list is long. I'm being kept very busy. But geomancy is coming up. Tarot card classes are coming up. For those of you who sign up to any of my courses as well, you get also special discounts for any other course in which I do as well. So watch out for that. I realized I have been sleeping on solar arc and progressions, says Tiffany. Can't sleep on solar arc and progressions, man. You got to bring it all in. Yeah, bring it all in. All that stuff is all what I teach on the courses. I teach solar directions, progressions, secondary progressions, solar returns, all of that. Transits, of course. And I also show you some little other techniques which you don't find nowhere else. I repeat, you will not find nowhere else. I promise you. Classical stuff. Your jaw-dropping stuff. Oh, yeah. But you gotta sign when you sign up. Then I show it to you. I ain't gonna mention it here. But for those of you, my students, you know what I'm talking about. You're already getting it. It is what it is. So yeah, drop me an inbox and I'll send you the details and the link. sacredplanets@gmail.com. sacredplanets@gmail.com. That's me done. Tiffany says, I use secondary progressions, specifically with the moon. Oh, yeah, definitely. But haven't incorporated solar progressions into my readings. Yeah, they can be very good. Very, interesting stuff. All of that I teach in my foundation level. So, yeah. So that is the end of that. I think we're coming to the end of the show, of course. What is it now? Oh, yeah. It's Tarot Card of the Week, of course. Tarot Card of the Week. I always shuffle. Here is the tarot cards, of course. Going to give it a little shuffle. I'm going to pick out a tarot card. Tarot card that just kind of gives us some kind of guidance, idea of what the energy of the next week essentially is going to be looking like. So here it comes. What do we have here? Tarot card of the week. Let's have a look. Yes, Tiffany, it's tarot card of the week. Let me give a good shuffle, and I'm going to give a split, and let's see what comes out. Let's go a bit deep today. What we got? Ooh, we got the 7 of Swords. Well. I suppose it's appropriate for a Mercury retrograde. 7 of Swords. It's about being strategic. So, what is the message for us over the course of the next week? Well, the 7 of Swords indicates a time of being strategic. It's about stealth mode. It's about being a bit more secretive, holding your cards a bit more closer to your chest, not revealing information, vital information, private information. Don't be telling people your plans. This is what this card is about. With this card, it's a 7. So with 7s, there can be an element of confusion. with this card, there can be, maybe there's a need for us to be walking away from something. This card indicates using your brain rather than using brawl, not fighting your way out of a situation. Hence why you got to be strategic, right? This card is about strategy. But this card also warns against theft. Theft of an idea, theft of, it could be a personal item or belonging. So people, watch your items over the course of the next week. Scammers, robbers, thieves, watch it. Yeah, if you drive, make sure you lock your door. You got a bike, make sure you lock it up. You know, make sure you lock your house properly, close the windows, those kind of stuff. But also in terms of what you're sharing with people. Vital information. Don't be telling people your plans. That's what this card is about. If you're in any kind of negative surroundings, get yourself out of it. Walk away. This is what it's all about. Seven of Swords. Tricky one. Very mental orientated, the Seven of Swords. But yeah. That's what the seven essentially is all about. So that's what this card is all that this week is all about. It's all about, yeah. Things may not be what you think they are. So yeah. Coolio. And that is the tarot card for this week. I have come to the end of the show. I want to thank each and every single one of you. It was great to have Francesca here. Are you still here, Francesca? She's probably gone. Too mutable, as she said earlier on. If she is here, she's probably doing 10 things at once anyway. It is what it is. I want to thank each and every single one of you who participated. Thank you for your comments. Do remember, I do this podcast every Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. UK time, 12:30 p.m. UK time. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friend. I always giving you the updates in terms of where the planetary alignments are. Come in, participate. I've got some guests. It's just about the timing. I'm just trying to work out the timing. Some of them, they're busy. They seem to be busy at that time of the day, or it's too early for them or too late for them, all that kind of stuff. So do let me know. Hit me up, sacredplanets@gmail.com if you're interested in taking part in any of the courses. I'll have more information and I'll have the link for the tarot course for any of you who want to sign up to the tarot course. And for those of you who've done the tarot course with me, you're more than welcome. You get to do it again for free. You sign up, you get lifetime access. Okay, so you're welcome to come on board. And also the geomancy. For those of you again who are on my newsletter, you should be getting a newsletter very soon also about that as well. So I'll be keeping you updated. So, people, I want to thank each and every single one of you. Thank you very much, Fane. Thank you, Shamim, Francesca, Lizzie, Kanwal Zubwa. I don't know if I'm probably pronouncing it wrong now. Kanwal Zubwa, who said I did pronounce it correctly. Thank you, Yvette, Mary. I want to say Marie for some reason. It's Mary. Tiffany, Faye, Angela, Amy, Trisha, Florence, everybody in the building. If there's somebody who I've missed, do forgive me. But thank you, Tiffany, of course, from Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your participation. Yeah, I look like I'm going to be
Welcome
out.
to the
You know
Lunar
what it is
Lounge.
when you hear. Stay blessed. Stay safe.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I am out. Thank you.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.